Welcome back to Biz Lounge. And now we'll meet Stephen, the reader, the photographer, and the tourist.
I've been living in Delhi for about 18 months now and really enjoying it. There's so many contrasts all across the city. So I spend quite a lot of time going around, seeing what I can discover, seeing what happens if you go down this road or down that road. I do running as well, which I really enjoy with a running club in Delhi. So we go again exploring. You don't know what you're going to see on one day. So most Saturday afternoons are spent jogging around one part or another of Delhi. I enjoy skiing. Obviously that's only very seasonal, so skiing you can only really go during the winter. My family are all in Europe, either UK or France. I spent quite a bit of my life growing up in France, so there's a francophone side of me as well. I enjoy reading. It's a great hobby. It's also, for me, it's a great way of understanding a country, and so I enjoy reading books, novels about India. I love travelling. It's probably my biggest hobby, and luckily working for an airline means that I get to see places. I've been to see loads of places in India already, whether it's sort of down south, down to Kerala and Goa, or more locally to Delhi in Rajasthan, and up to Kashmir as well.
So Stephen, one of your hobbies is to collect maps.
Yep.
Tell us what kind of maps you collect and why you enjoy it.
It's just sort of old maps that come from that I've decided to focus a bit on Asia or the world because I'm here in Asia at the moment, and I just love that it's a perspective that people had of the world at that time. So it's if it's from sort of the 1800s or the 1700s, it's what the world looked like to people at the time, and then you just see as you go through time, it improves and it increases, or the knowledge improves and the knowledge increases. Mm-hmm. The ones I particularly like sort of follow trade routes, or and even if it hasn't got Australia finished, because Australia wasn't discovered at that time. Yeah. You can just see where things used to go, and I guess that's where it comes from. You know, even if I get on a plane, I'll go straight away to the route map and look at it. The world's such a great place, and travel's so brilliant. It kind of means that I've got travel in my living room at any time. Yeah.
Tell us something interesting about your family background.
Well, I'm lucky and proud to be the third generation of my family to live in India. So yeah. I'm delighted about that. My grandparents lived here during the 40s, 50s and 60s, and my mum was actually born in West Bengal, and lived here till she was 10. So they all moved back to the UK, and the rest of our family have sort of scattered around the world in bits and bobs. But we've so I'm the third generation of my family to live here. It was great actually. My mum and her sister, my auntie, came over to visit me last year, and they hadn't been to India for 40 or maybe 50 years actually, although they wouldn't say they're that old. And they said after being here for sort of half a day, they felt completely at home, and it was just like they remembered, which was just fantastic. It was great for me because I could let them go and visit and go to work.
What were your grandparents doing here?
They were in tea, so right up on the Bhutanese border. My grandfather ran a tea plantation. India's always been in our family. When I was running late for school at the age of 7, jaldi jaldi is what you'd hear. So yeah.
What do you enjoy most about living here?
Exploring, I think. Just going out and just walking and seeing what I can discover. And I mean, Delhi's a fantastic place to go and do that, and just to go and investigate what's around this corner, what's over there. I also really like the weather, I have to say, even the Delhi summers.
Wow.
I really enjoy it. I don't like the winter so much. The grey and the rain reminds me of home a bit too much. But the summer, a hot summer's day, and there's nothing better than being on the phone to London. When it's 40 degrees here and sunny, and they're in the middle of summer and it's 10 degrees and raining. So, yeah.
And what do you miss about home?
I think The people, my friends, and my family is what is what I miss really, and that's which is always why when I have friends come over and visit, it's just 24 hours of laughing and partying and fun, and it's just brilliant because I get to combine my joy of living here with my friends who I grew up with. So
Yeah.
it's fun
Are you
and joy.
enjoying Indian cuisine?
Yeah, yes. I'm having to limit myself because I don't want to get too big, and there's so much good food. So I have to be a bit careful not to eat too much butter chicken.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a basic favourite, but yeah, and my spice tolerance has gone up exponentially since I've been here as well.
Yeah.
Before I moved here, I just wasn't able to eat very spicy food, but now, no problem.
Tell us something about your upbringing.
I was born in the UK, but lived in West Africa, northern Nigeria, just south of the Sahara, till I was about till I was 6 or 7, and went to school in the UK for 5 or 6 years, and then we all moved to a village in France. So, and I lived there till I went to university, which was back in the UK. So I guess I've travelled around a fair amount and learnt loads. I think become very tolerant, and just a bit worldly wise maybe, but also probably the bad side of that is I've never really sure where my roots are, and don't always have the compulsion to put down roots either. I'm quite happy to go and see what the next country's got to offer.
Who was your favorite cartoon character when you were little?
Pink Panther.
Any bad habits you have that you wish to break?
None that I'm saying on TV. No, I'm not saying drinking. Well, I don't smoke, so I don't have to give that up. But I am trying to get fit, and I'm really not doing a very good job of working out on a regular basis. So it's not necessarily a bad habit, but it's a good habit that I want to, and I'm trying to instill. I did manage to do 2 weeks in January of doing some exercise every single day. I'm down to like every week now, just once a week. So I need to improve there. I will. Thanks to this.
Okay, Stephen, well, that brings us to the end of our show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. It was fantastic.
And that's it for today. We'll see you next time on Biz Lounge.